Welcome to Kshetradanam. Tirunelveli is home to many ancient Shaivite and Vishnu temples, including hidden spiritual gems filled with legend, beauty, and deep spiritual power. We have already covered some of them in our earlier videos, and links to those videos, along with temple details, are given in the description. These top 60 Shiva temples have been grouped as Paadal Petra Sthalams, Thevara Vaippu Sthalams, Nava Kailayam temples, Pancha Guru Sthalangal, Pancha Natarajar Sthalams, Pancha Bhootha Sthalangal, Panchakrosha Kshetras, Pancha Asana Sthalams, and other Shiva temples. You can also see my blogs for elaborate details of each temple. The web links are in the description. Come, let us now briefly journey through these sacred Shiva temples, one by one. Thevara Paadal Petra Sthalangal. These are among the 278 sacred Shiva temples praised in the Thevara hymns by the great Shaivite saints such as Appar, Sundarar, Thirugnana Sambandar, and Manikavachkar. 1. Our first stop is the magnificent Nellaiappar Temple in Tirunelveli, one of the grandest Shiva temples in South India. It is famous for its musical pillars, vast temple complex, and the sacred Tamirabarani. The most beloved legend here tells how Lord Shiva protected a devotee's paddy from the rain, giving the place the name Tirunelveli. The temple is also deeply linked to goddess Gandhimati's penance and her divine marriage with Lord Shiva. 2. Kutraalam Temple, Kutraalam. Next, set amidst the famous waterfalls of Kutraalam is the sacred Kutraalam Temple. This temple is closely associated with sage Agastya and the divine wedding of Shiva and Parvati. Tradition says Agastya transformed a Vishnu shrine here into a Shiva temple, and even today the Lord receives a special herbal abhishekam. The temple is also revered as a place where lost things are recovered, recalling the legend of Arjuna. 3. Chitrasabha, Kutraalam. Very close by is Chitrasabha, one of the sacred Pancha Sabha, where Lord Shiva is believed to have performed his cosmic dance. Once again linked with sage Agastya, this is the place where Shiva appeared with Parvati and performed the divine Tripura Tandavam for him. The shrine is treasured not only for its sanctity, but also for its beautiful murals, paintings, and wooden artistry. Thevara Vaippu Sthalangal. These are ancient Shiva temples, sung in praise by saints Appar, Sundarar, and Jnana Sambandar without actually visiting them. There are more than 250 such Vaippu Sthalams. 1. Papnasam Sivan Temple is a sacred Vaippu Sthalam and also part of the Nava Kailayam and Panchakrosha Kshetras. It is one of the most important Shiva shrines in the Tirunelveli region and is deeply associated with purification and spiritual merit. 2. Sivasailnatha Temple, Shivsailam is both a Vaippu Sthalam and a Panchakrosha Sthalam. It is revered as an ancient Shiva temple set amidst beautiful natural surroundings, and it carries deep local devotional importance. 3. Nitya Kalyani Amman Temple, Kilakdayam is another Vaippu Sthalam, and also a Panchakrosha Sthalam. The shrine is especially known for the grace of the goddess and for its importance in regional pilgrimage traditions. 4. Palvannanathar Temple, Karivalam Vandanallur is both a Vaippu Sthalam and a Pancha Bhootha Sthalam. It is an important Shiva temple in the Tirunelveli belt and holds additional significance because of its place in a larger sacred temple grouping. 5. Sankarnarayana Swami Temple, Sankaran Kovil is a celebrated Vaippu Sthalam and also a Pancha Bhootha Sthalam. It is especially famous for the divine Sankarnarayana form, symbolizing the unity of Shiva and Vishnu. 6. At Kalakkad stands the sacred Gomatyamal Satyavijeshwara Temple, a Vaippu Sthalam praised by Appar and also one of the Pancha Asana Sthalams. It is linked to the Ramayana. Rama and Lakshmana are believed to have worshipped Shiva here after Sita's abduction. The Lord is called Satyavakiswarar because he promised them that Sita would be found safe, and his word came true. The temple is also renowned for its huge Rajgopuram, murals, stuccos, and musical pillars. 7. Tripurantkeswarar Temple, Palyamkottai is another Vaippu Sthalam, associated with a king who lost his form and eyesight due to a sage's curse and regained them through Shiva's grace here. The temple is also tied to the history of the Tiruchendur Murugan idol, since a newly made Murugan image was temporarily brought here and later installed in the temple. 8. Ajagamman Temple, Vadiviswaram is a Vaippu Sthalam and is famous as the birthplace of the composer Neelkant Sivan. The temple is dedicated to Sundareswarar and Ajagamman, and is especially known for its annual car festival and for the beauty suggested in the very name Vadiviswaram. 9. Tiruchendur Murugan Temple. Though primarily one of Murugan's Aruptai Vidu, Tiruchendur Murugan Temple is also counted here as a Vaippu Sthalam in relation to Shiva. Its most famous legend is Murugan's destruction of Surapadman, followed by Murugan worshipping Shiva here. The temple is also renowned for the story of the recovered idol after the Dutch threw the Utsava Murti into the sea. 10. Tirumalai Kumaraswamy Temple is both a Vaippu Sthalam and a Thiruppugaja Sthalam. Tradition says Murugan appeared in a priest's dream and revealed where his buried idol lay hidden beneath a bamboo bush, after which it was found and installed on the hill. The temple is also associated with the saintly devotion of Shivgami Ammayar. 11. Brahmadesham Kailasnath Temple, Ambasmudram is an ancient Vaippu Sthalam and also the first of the Adi Nava Kailayam shrines, dedicated to Surya. It is linked to Romsa Maharshi, grandson of Brahma, who is believed to have worshipped the self-manifested lingam here. 12. Meenakshi Sundareswar Sivan Temple, Sindhupundurai is a Vaippu Sthalam associated with both Appar and Jnana Sambandhar. The temple is near Tirunelveli town and is known for Budhan Parihara, Guru Puja traditions, and its connection to Sambandhar, who is said to have sung on seeing the shrine after bathing in the Tamirabarani. 13. Bhagwatishwarar Shiva Temple, Suthmalli Vilakku, lies close to Tirunelveli and forms part of a small sacred cluster of nearby Shiva shrines. It is one of the Vaippu temples of the region and adds to the spiritual richness of the Suthmalli area. 14. Koshti Appar Koil, Ambasmudram, Urkad is a Vaippu Sthalam. This large temple remains relatively unknown, yet it is an architectural marvel with contributions from the Chera, Chola, and Pandya kings. 15. Ajageswari Jayantishwar Temple, Thajakudi is a Vaippu Sthalam sung by Saint Sundarar. According to legend, Devendran's son Jayanthan prayed here, and so the Lord came to be known as Jayantiswara. 16. Agasthiar Sivan Temple, Vadugan Patru, Kanyakumari is a Vaippu Sthalam, also called Agthichuram or Agasthiswaram. The temple is believed to be more than 1000 years old and was sung by Saint Appar. 17. Umayorubaga Iswarar Temple, Saimalai is a Vaippu Sthalam sung by Saint Appar. The Mulavar is Sri Umayorubagan, Bageshwar, and the Ambal is Sri Shivgami Ammal. 18. Therur Eduthayudham Udyanayanar Sivan Temple is a Vaippu Sthalam sung by Saint Appar. According to legend, Bhanasura performed tapas here and received certain astras from Lord Shiva. Nava Kailayam Temples. On the advice of sage Agastya, sage Romsa released 9 lotus flowers into the Tamirabarani river and installed a Shiva lingam wherever each flower came to rest on the bank. Each temple is also associated with one Navagraha, and so visiting all 9 Nava Kailayam temples is believed to grant the blessings of both Shiva worship and Navagraha worship. 1. Papnasam is the first Nava Kailayam, where Lord Shiva is worshipped as Papnasnatha and Mother as Ulgamai. It is believed that Indra was freed from Brahmeti dosha here, giving the place its name, Papnasam, destroyer of sins. This temple is also known for the Mukkila Lingam and the darshan granted to sages Patanjali and Vyagrapada. 2. Cheranmahadevi is the Chandra Kailayam, where Lord Shiva appears as a Mai Nathar in self-manifested form. A touching legend tells of 2 poor sisters whose sincere devotion and simple coconut ghee lamp moved the Lord to bless them with the means to build the temple. Even today, devotees offer coconut lamps and rice here in remembrance of that devotion. 3. Kodagnallur is the Chevvai or Mars Kailayam and is especially worshipped for relief from Chevvai dosham and marriage obstacles. The temple is linked with the serpent king Karkodgan, who performed penance here and received Shiva's grace. A rare feature of this temple is the daily Thirukalyanam for Nandi, and devotees tie bells or offer Mangal Sutra threads after their prayers are answered. 4. Kunnathur is the Rahu Kailayam, where Lord Shiva is worshipped as Gotha Parameshwarar. Its main legend speaks of a wrongly punished pregnant woman whose dying curse affected the village, until divine signs revealed the hidden lingam and the temple was rebuilt. The lingam here bears a serpent mark, symbolizing Shiva's power over Rahu. 5. Murappanadu is the Guru Kailayam, famous for the legend of a Chola princess born with a horse face. After bathing in the Tamirabarani and praying here, she regained a human form, while Nandi took on the horse-faced feature seen in the temple today. 6. Sri Vaikuntham is the Sani Kailayam, also revered as Bhuloga Kailasam. The self-manifested lingam, beautiful sculptures, and the form of Ratna Sabhapati give this temple great spiritual and artistic importance. It is also associated with Kumar Kurubara, who is believed to have gained speech through divine grace and later praised this sacred shrine. 7. Then Tirupperai is the Budhan Kailayam, known for distinctive features like the lingam on a lotus pedestal and Nandi wearing a turban. A well-known story tells of a British officer who mocked the temple, only to witness a miraculous 3-horned coconut, after which he sought forgiveness and supported temple worship. 8. Rajpati is the Kedu Kailayam, also known as Den Kalhasti. Though the original temple was destroyed by floods, devotees rebuilt it with great faith. The lingam here bears chariot wheel carvings, and worship at this temple is believed to remove Kedu dosham and grant prosperity. 9. Senthamangalam is the final temple in the Nava Kailayam circuit and is associated with Sukra. A rare sculpture of Kuber seated on an elephant is found here, and worship is believed to bring prosperity, harmony, and relief from Sukra dosham. Pancha Guru Sthalangal. These 5 Shiva temples near Tirunelveli represent the special grace of Sri Dakshinamurti, the divine Guru. It is believed that worshipping at all 5 temples on the same day brings special blessings. 1. Ariyanatha Swami Temple, Harikeswanallur is associated with Kubera, who is believed to have regained his wealth and status here through Shiva's grace. The presiding deity is Sri Ariyanathar, with Periyanaigi Amman. The temple is also known for its rare Medha Dakshinamurti and Guru Bhairava. 2. Pushpavananathar Temple, Tentairupavanam is one of the oldest and most peaceful Pacha Guru Sthalams near Tirunelveli. The temple is especially noted for its unique Dakshinamurti posture, which makes it sacred for seekers of wisdom and Guru blessings. 3. In Mundiswarar Temple at Athalnallur, Lord Shiva is worshipped as Mundriswarar, with Murgathambiga. The temple is linked to sage Agastya and is believed to reflect the unified presence of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva in the lingam. It is also revered as a Siddhar Peetham, with samadhis and rare spiritual symbolism. The Dakshinamurti here appears in a very unusual and striking posture. 4. Narambunathaswamy Temple, Tirupudai Marudhar is one of the most famous of the Pacha Guru Sthalams, with Lord Shiva worshipped as Narumbunathar and goddess as Gomti Ammai. A moving legend says Shiva leaned to listen to the call of Karur Siddhar, and so the Lord still appears slightly tilted. Another legend tells how a king discovered the lingam inside a tree while hunting. The temple is also linked with Indra's penance and the sacred Triveni Sangamam nearby. 5. Tyagaraja Swami Temple, Edakal is deeply connected with sage Agastya and divine spiritual teaching. It is believed that Lord Shiva appeared here as the supreme Guru and gave sacred Updesha to Umadevi, Agastya, Tirumular, and other sages. Pacha Natarajar Sthalams. The Sthapti who created the Chidambaram Nataraj Murti is said to have created 5 Murtis. Apart from Chidambaram, the other 4 are found in the following temples around Tirunelveli: Karisunvamangalam, Katturimangalam, Mela Karuvelankulam, and Chepparai. 1. Natarajar Temple, Karisulandamangalam is one of the Pacha Nataraj Sthalams of Tirunelveli, associated with the divine Ananda Tandavam of Lord Nataraj. A moving legend says the Nataraj idol meant for Nellai could not be taken further due to floods and was later installed here by the villagers. The temple is also linked to the dramatic story of the sculptor whose hand was cut off after creating these beautiful idols. 2. Ajhagia Kuthar Temple, Katturimangalam is another of the Pacha Nataraj shrines. The temple is closely tied to the famous story of King Veerpandiyan desiring an idol identical to the one at Chepparai. One of the sculptor's Nataraj images was installed here, and the temple became renowned for its beautiful deity and ancient heritage. 3. Karuvelankulam Nataraj Temple is famous both as a Pacha Nataraj Sthalam and for the legend of a Pandya princess cured of mental illness after bathing in the temple tank. In gratitude, the king built this shrine, where Lord Shiva is worshipped as Saundara Pandiswarar. The Nataraja here is believed to have been crafted later by the same sculptor using artificial hands after his punishment. 4. Chepparai Natarajar Temple is among the most celebrated of these shrines and is often called South Chidambaram or South Tilai. Tradition says the first copper Nataraja idol was placed here, after Lord Shiva revealed in a dream that he wished to remain not in gold, but in copper. The place where the idol became too heavy to carry became its permanent abode, giving the temple the name Chepparai. Pacha Bhoot Sthalangal. The Pacha Bhoot Sthalams represent the 5 primordial elements of creation: earth, water, fire, air, and space. Tirunelveli too has its own sacred Pacha Bhoot circuit, centered around 5 Shiva temples. Visiting these temples is believed to help devotees connect with the elemental forces of both the cosmos and the self. 1. Devdanam Akash Sthalam is regarded as equivalent in spirit to Chidambaram. Lord Shiva is worshipped here as Nachadai Thavirthu Arulyanathar, who protected a Pandya king from a poison garment by absorbing its danger himself. The temple is also associated with healing and relief from eye-related suffering. 2. Thenmalai Vayu Sthalam is often compared to Sri Kalahasti. Lord Shiva appears here as Tripurnathar, and devotees marvel that the lamps in the sanctum flicker mysteriously though there is no window, believed to be the breath of Shiva himself. The temple is linked to Tripura Samharam and to the rediscovery of a self-manifested lingam by a local ruler. 3. Karivalam Vandanallur Agni Sthalam is compared to Tiruvannamalai. Lord Shiva is worshipped here as Palvannanathar, and one legend says an elephant circled the hidden lingam here and attained liberation, giving the place its name. Another tradition says Lakshmana worshipped Shiva here to be freed from Brahmahatti dosha. 4. Dharukpuram Neer Sthalam is regarded as the regional counterpart of Jambukeshwar at Thiruvannaikkaval. Lord Shiva is worshipped here as Madhyasthanatha, the divine mediator, because he is believed to have resolved disputes among the Chera, Chola, and Pandya kings. The temple once had a natural spring in the sanctum, and even today signs of moisture are said to remain. 5. Sankaran Kovil Prithvi Sthalam is the most famous among this group. The main deities are Van Megnathar, Gomthi Amman, and the remarkable Sankarnarayana, the united form of Shiva and Vishnu. The temple is linked to the legend of two serpent devotees and to the goddess's penance that revealed the oneness of Hari and Hara. Panchakrosha Kshetras. According to legend, Lord Shiva broke the Amudhakudam, the pot of divine nectar, and its sacred contents scattered across the earth. The nectar spread across a distance of 5 kroshas, creating 5 holy Shiva temples near Tirunelveli. These Panchakrosha temples are Papnasam, Ajhar Kurichi, Shivsalam, Kadayam, and Tiruppudai Marudhar. Together, they form a sacred pilgrimage circuit within about 6.5 miles. One Papnasam Sivan temple is also a Nava Kailayam temple, a Vaippu Sthalam, and a Panchakrosha Sthalam. Its details were already mentioned under the Nava Kailayam temples. 2. Nellaiappar Temple, Ajavar Kurichi is an ancient Panchakrosha shrine, over 1,000 years old, set in a calm and meditative atmosphere. Lord Shiva is worshipped here as Nellaiappar or Agniswarar, and the temple is associated with the legend of Agni Deva, who performed penance here to regain his lost power. 3. Sivasailnathar Temple, Shivsalam is a majestic Panchakrosha temple set amidst hills and beside the Gadanathi river, with Lord Shiva worshipped as Sivasailnathar and Mother as Paramkalyani. A beautiful legend says cows poured milk over a rock on the hill, revealing the self-manifested lingam. Another legend tells how Shiva saved a priest by showing the Pandya king that the lingam itself bore divine tresses at the back. 4. Nitya Kalyani Amman Temple, Kadayam is a Panchakrosha temple dedicated to Vilvranyeshwarar and the powerful goddess Nitya Kalyani, who is more widely worshipped here than the main deity. The most famous local legend says the goddess, angered by the people's neglect of dharma, threw her Kedayam, or shield, and the villagers moved to the place where it fell, giving the village its name, Kadayam. 5. Narambunathaswamy Temple, Tiruppudai Marudhar is both a Panchakrosha Sthalam and a Pancha Guru Sthalam. Pancha Asana Sthalams of Tirunelveli. 1. Gomatyamal Satyavijeshwarar Temple, Kalakkad is one of the sacred Pancha Asana Sthalams of Tirunelveli and also a Vaippu Sthalam. 2. Thiruvallutheswarar Temple, Eruvadi on the banks of the Nambiyaru, is one of the Pancha Asana shrines and is believed to be about 1,600 years old. Devotees especially come here for lamp worship, praying for peace, family harmony, marriage, and child blessings. A special feature here is that the presiding deity and Utsavar look very similar, which is considered rare. 3. Tirunageshwarar Temple, Nanguneri is a Pancha Asana temple. The temple is especially worshipped for relief from Sarpa dosha, and Lord Murugan here is praised in Tiruppugaza by Arungirinatha, adding to the temple's devotional glory. 4. Manonmaniswarar Temple, Vijanarayanam is one of the Pancha Asana Sthalams and is also known for its unique identity as Pancha Manonmanishwaram, since the deity, mother, Tirtham, Vimanam, and place all carry the name Manonmani. A beautiful legend says goddess Parvati scattered lotus flowers, and wherever they fell, Shiva manifested as a lingam, this temple being one among those sacred sites. 5. Sri Ramlingar Temple, Senbagar is a Pancha Asana Sthalam. The temple is admired for its spacious prakarams and beautiful stone mandapams. A striking feature is the large Natarajar shrine and the musical effect produced from the ears of a carved Yali pillar. Other ancient Shiva temples. 1. Kasinathar Temple, Ambasmudram is an ancient temple on the banks of the Tamirabarani, dedicated to Sri Kasinathar and Margathambikai. It is associated with sage Kashyapa, Agastya, and several beings said to have attained salvation here. A striking legend tells of Lord Shiva burning a dishonest priest and later restoring him to life, earning the name Erithat Kondar. 2. At Ardhanariswarar Temple, Vasudev Nallur Lord Shiva and Parvati appear together as Ardhanariswarar, revealing the truth that Shiva and Shakti are one. The temple's main legend centers on sage Bhrungi, whose one-sided devotion led to this divine form being revealed. It is also believed that Indra was freed from a curse here, giving the place the name Vasudevanallur. 3. Tirumula Temple. Ambasmudram is a large and ancient temple dedicated to Sri Tirumulanatha, a self-manifested lingam, and Ulgambal. According to legend, Brahma and Saraswati performed yagna here, and Lord Shiva appeared before them in the form of a sacred lingam of Vibhuti. 4. Vaityanadar Swami Temple. Cheramhadevi is a beautiful and ancient temple dedicated to Sri Vaityanadar Swami and O Pilla Naiki Ambal. It is believed that sage Agastya worshipped here in gratitude for the medical wisdom he received, which is why the Lord is worshipped as Vaityanadar. A special highlight is the rare Jadmandalam Kalbhairavar shrine. 5. The Grand Kashi Vishwanathar Temple, in the heart of Tenkasi, is revered as the Kashi of the south, with Lord Kashi Vishwanath and Ulgamman presiding here. Legend says Lord Shiva appeared in King Parakram Pandyan's dream and asked him to build this temple instead of travelling all the way to Kashi. The temple is famous for its towering Gopuram, musical pillars, and breathtaking sculptures from Puranic stories. 6. Agasthiar Kovil. Kallidai Kurichi is a small but sacred temple, unique because it is dedicated not to a Shiva lingam installed by Agastya, but to sage Agastya himself. He is worshipped here with Lopamudra, and the temple recalls the story of a devotee whose sincere offering of food moved the sage to grant darshan. 7. Agasthiswarar Temple. Ambasmudram is a larger and older temple dedicated to sage Agastya and Lopamudra, with Agastya appearing in standing posture. It is linked to the great legend of Shiva sending Agastya south during the divine wedding to balance the earth. Another beloved tradition says Agastya accepted a devotee's delayed food offering here out of compassion. 8. Abhimukteswarar Temple. Kodagnallur is a serene west-facing temple on the banks of the Tamirabarani, dedicated to Sri Abhimukteswarar and Sondar Naiki. It is associated with the serpent king Karkotkan, who is believed to have attained liberation here, giving Kodagnallur its old sacred identity. As we come to the end of this sacred journey through the top 60 ancient Shiva temples around Tirunelveli, one thing becomes clear: this land is not just rich in temples, but rich in living faith, divine legends, Siddhar traditions, sacred rivers, hills, and timeless devotion. If possible, try to visit these temples at least once in your lifetime and experience their spiritual energy for yourself. If this video touched your heart, please support Kshetradanam, share it with fellow devotees, and do explore the video and blog links given in the description for more temple journeys. Om Namah Shivaya.